Dennis,
Yes.
we're here in a park
Yes.
in Glendale and you're homeless.
Yes, I am.
How long have you been homeless?
Going on 4 months from now, 4.5 months.
And if I remember right, this is your first time ever being homeless.
Yes, it is.
Gosh, and you're like, this is retirement years for you.
Yes, it is. I'll be 60 in July.
And your retirement is homelessness.
That's what it has turned out to be.
It's just horrible.
I am disabled, and I'm having to fight with SSI about getting my disability. I'm on RRS, government services, and they give me a little bit of money to live off of, and that's about it. But it's not enough for a man to live off of for a whole month.
So how do you survive? Where are you sleeping? Where did you sleep last night?
We sit on this church patio.
Yeah. There's a bunch of you that hang together.
We do, with safety, because some guys go around and wait until you sleep, and they rat pack your location, steal what they can. So sometimes someone sits up at night. Every time I hear a noise, I pop up and take a look around.
Yeah.
You know, because we do have women with us also, and
it's not safe being homeless. Besides being horrible, it's not safe.
It's not safe on the street anywhere, you know. Yeah. Especially homeless. I used to make fun of the homeless until I became one.
Wow.
And it was, you know, really mind opener to me.
So you went from your apartment into the winter shelter?
A nice condo, a divorce, then I rented a room, and then I came down with epilepsy and started having seizures, and the guy didn't want me there, and the next thing I know I was in a assisted living house. Social Security wasn't paying for it. It turned out it was coming out of my pocket, and it was costing me $1,500 a month just for a bed, and then they lowered it to $1,200. I just couldn't afford it anymore.
Wow.
My wife called the shelter over here in Glendale and brought me over here and dropped me off.
Wow. Wow. And so when the shelter closed, it was your first night homeless?
Yeah, out in the street. Yeah.
What was that like?
Besides when I was a kid, it was kind of scary. Where to go, what to do. You walk into a store, you can't use the bathroom, or a restaurant, you can't use the bathroom.
Right.
And then you hear the people in Glendale, they're always complaining about the homeless did this, the homeless did that. You know, we walk around the park in the daytime sometimes where we just sit and read, and we'll pick up garbage and things like that. It's not our garbage, but we'll still pick it up.
Right.
Just have something to do and show that we appreciate the maintenance people here, that they don't harass us or, you know, tell us to move on like most people do.
Wow. So what's your future like?
Well, right now it's pretty dim, but I've always kind of plugged along. I've got a ticket to answer to on Wednesday the 27th. And that's for an open container, and the container wasn't even mine. Someone had just handed it to me, said, put it down, the police are behind you. And
right.
I put it down, but he said, well, I saw it in your hand, so it's yours.
Right.
So I got an answer to that, and then I start psychiatric meetings on the 4th of next month.
So hopefully that will lead to some housing.
Yeah, hopefully.
But
and also
I mean,
depression is
you know, the boomers, you know, and you're the boomer generation, are hitting, you know, senior years.
Yeah.
And there's no low income housing.
No. Let one of these guys that are making 6 figures a year and buying boats and buying, you know, this, that, and the other thing, let them lose their job and see how fast that savings dissipates.
Right.
I went through a ton of money in about 4 months, 5 months, paying the assisted living and paying bills for my ex-wife and helping her out.
Right.
And now there's no one to help me out except for, you know, the winter shelter did a great job. It gave me a warm place to sleep at night, right. Decent food.
And then
now
it closed.
Yeah, now they're closed. It's
no place to go.
No, and then the citizens, I mean, look at all those bums. We're not bums. Yeah. Some of these people out here are mental patients. They need help. Some are alcoholics, and some are just guys.
It's tough being homeless sober.
Yeah, and some are just guys that just down on their luck, and they've had it. You know, Why am I went for a $20. I went from a $20 an hour job, and the best job I can get was like $750, $780, something like that. I said, "You gotta be kidding me."
Right.
You know,
And nobody's hiring
No,
seniors. So-
people should look in the newspapers. And I remember 4 or 5 years ago, you look in the LA Times. So if you were a nurse, there'd be 6 pages of
Right.
hospitals looking for nurses. Now you look if there's a column and a half.
Is that what you did?
No, I was
Using it as an
customer
example.
service reception.
Okay, great. Well, thank you very well. If you had 3 wishes, what would they be?
To know then what I know now. To have another chance at life again with my ex-wife and have my family together. And that this is just a jumping off point to a better life.
Well, thank you very much for talking to me.
Thank you, Mark.